What's up, YouTube? Steven with Steven and Tosh, and it's cigar time. I've got a cigar I'm going to review here, and I've been looking at a lot of cigar reviews, and for the most part, people are reviewing the same cigars, same cigar clubs, that sort of thing. So, I'm trying to find my own niche or niche, however you want to pronounce it. Um, I thought I would go after the boutique cigars, the smaller, lesser-known cigars. I figured I'd get my hands on some of those, and review those and see how they taste, and maybe that can be my little special area. But I'm just kind of in this whole thing for the fun of it. I like making the videos. I like editing the videos. As you've seen from my previous videos, I'm not using high-tech equipment. This is my phone. I don't use high-tech editing software, so not a lot of special effects, but I don't know, maybe if I continue to do this this frequently, maybe I'll get some better equipment and get some better editing software. But until then, we're gonna do what we do. And if you like it, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and give me a thumbs up. As you can see today, I'm rocking a Coca-Cola sweatshirt. It's like kind of a throwback to the 80s. I don't know if you're from that era, but you can remember those Coca-Cola shirts were all the rage back in the 80s. And I got my Jewish State Barn Smoker Louisiana hat. 2020, unfortunately, it was canceled this year due to COVID, so it would have been my first one, so I couldn't make it to that, but they still gave us all the swag. Downside, we couldn't get the cigars, and I couldn't get that experience of seeing how the whole cigar production process goes forth. So maybe next year, but still we got the swag, so that's cool. So I'm gonna get into this cigar from Spades Cigar Company. This one is called the Midnight cigar. I went online and did get a little bit of information on Spades Cigars. So basically, it sounds as if Spades Cigars is an actual cigar lounge in Houston. The guy who owns it won his own cigar, so he flew out to Nicaragua, went to a tobacco farm factory, and sat down and gave him 20 different cigars. He smoked a portion of all of them, and from that picked out which binders, which fillers, which wrappers he liked, and came up with his own cigars. Took those cigars back to some of his friends, had them smoke them, and came up with a few cigars, the black label being the original. Now, unfortunately, I went online. I should have read a little bit more about the cigars before I bought them, but this one is actually their flavored cigar. I'm not much of a flavored cigar person anymore. I just started out on flavored cigars, on the acids, Drew Estates, but I've kind of transitioned from that to more regular smoke. But this is their second bestseller, and apparently it's really good. So I'm going to give it a smoke and see what we get. Okay, so this is the Midnight, actually Queen of Spades is what it's called. It's a 5x50 dark wrapper, single, maybe double cap. Relatively dry wrapper. Smells like blueberries, smells like spearmint. I'm gonna go ahead and cut it up and see what it get on the cold draw. So on cold draw, it looks like a blueberry muffin chocolate cake. Definite cocoa, definite chocolate, and definite berry. The draw was good. Did the V cut with the Calibri V cut. All right, I'm gonna light it up and see what it tastes like. So the draw is good. It's really not smoking like a flavored cigar. The tip is not sweetened, so it's not like a Drew Estate. You get a little bit of the aroma of berries on the smoke from the foot, but it's really more of a basic cigar, really, with just the added benefit of the aroma. It's kind of like the natural Drew Estate cigars, or I guess they're called larutans now, except the fact that their tips are sweetened. But other than that, it's really tasting right now like a regular cigar, tobacco smoke, and then the slight blueberry flavor. So nearing the first third, um, definitely get a lot of grape berry flavor, more so aroma, slight flavor on the tobacco itself as you smoke it. But other than that, it's tobacco flavor, maybe some dark unsweetened chocolate, coffee. But otherwise, if you're a fan of Drew Estates, it's definitely something you should pick up. It's not as overly sweet as the Drew Estate acids are. So it's kind of a nice transition between the two. So something that you can get a nice aroma, but as far as taste profile, it's still going to be a pretty strong tobacco taste. Okay, I'm a full third down. You can see the ash is holding on really well. Nice and white ash, nice razor sharp burn, as they say. So the construction is really good. Flavor wise, you get a little bit of that grape slash berry flavor on the foot and a little bit of aroma of the same, but otherwise it's just your typical tobacco taste. See how long this ash holds on. So nearing the halfway point here, and as you can see, the ash is holding on really well. Still razor sharp burn. Smoke output has increased, which I like. Nice white ash. The construction has been flawless. The smoke has been flawless. The flavors still tobacco, dark chocolate, coffee, and then your little berry slash grape flavor and aroma. I'm really enjoying it. Again, it's not overly sweet like some of the acids are, but I think overall it's been a very enjoyable smoke. It's one that even traditional cigar smokers, I think, could smoke and not feel like it's really a flavored cigar. Again, it's kind of like the natural cigars from Drew Estates minus the really syrupy sweet tip they have on theirs. So we'll finish it out here, but I'm really impressed so far. So my ash just fell off in one nice chunk. And as I was smoking it kind of reminded me exactly what these are like. Still Drew Estate, but it's their Deadwood cigars. Fat Bottom Betty, and a couple others along that line. This is exactly what they are. They're not advertised as flavored cigars, but they definitely have a flavor to them outside of tobacco. This is very, very similar to that. And I tried a couple of those, and I like those actually also, but I think this is a little better as in it's not overly powerful as far as the sweetness goes. Something else I learned about these cigars, they're still boutique cigars when you are producing less than 4 million a year. So that's what makes a boutique cigar a boutique cigar. So just FYI. So coming to an end here on this this cigar, overall impressions. The construction and burn have been great. Draw has been great. Nice smoke output. Nice rich cigar flavors. So your earth, woody, leather, some dark chocolate, unsweetened, some coffee, and then the berry. Well, it tastes more like a grape to me. As far as the aroma, same thing. But again, the construction has just been flawless, and the burn and the smoke has been flawless. It's been a slow burn, and I just think the quality has been great. So I definitely will be going on their website to get their black, their red, and their white label sticks as well. Again, it's the Spades Cigars, S-P-A-D-E-S. This is the Midnight. If you want something that's a flavored or quote unquote flavored, again, it's not a drastically sweetened flavor, but it's definitely a little different. I think a nice change of pace. If you're into the acid cigars, if you're into the Drew Estate Deadwood cigars, this is definitely something that'll be in your alley. The natural cigars, this is definitely something you'll be into. And again, it's a small up-and-coming brand, and I'm often asked, I'm a surgeon, and so I see a lot of surgeons or a lot of patients, and they say, you seem a little too young to do surgery. And I think, well, I'm not as young as you think, but every old surgeon was once a young surgeon. So, eventually people have to do surgery. Eventually you have to try these smaller brands. Eventually you have to give these smaller guys a chance so that they can become the bigger guys. And so it's kind of That's kind of the where I'm at with these cigars, as far as I'm going to go through a bunch of them. I think there's a good 30 or 40 of these boutique cigar brands. I'm going to go through those one at a time, review them all for you, and hopefully you can get onto them yourself, check them out, and see what you think. Comment below if you have one that you want to see reviewed, or if you have just comments in general. Again, Spades Cigars, the Midnight Cigar. They have a black, red, and white label. I'll be getting all those as well because, like I said, this one was absolutely tremendous construction, flawless burn, and the flavor was good as well. If you're into flavored cigars, definitely give it a shot. Even if you're not, go on, get the black, the red, and the white, and just grab one of these also so you can give it a shot. I think you won't be I know you won't be disappointed. Solid cigar, give it a shot. See you next time.